Zero's a fucking snitch.
And we're back with Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations. We're about to examine a knife.
That's not a finger, this is a finger.
We need to adjust.
I'll show you.
This.
The bottom
Alright,
of
I
it,
should probably
you know, is,
switch screens.
that would probably be a good idea.
I can't believe it turned into a key! It's almost like you were hinting at this from the beginning to sense that there was such a trick to this thing!
Almost like there's
Why?
a fucking hole on... Can I say, it's almost like there's a fucking hole on the side of the bloody fucking knife.
Jesus.
So the weapon used to kill Mr. Faraday is actually the key that Yatagarasu stole.
No shit!
This piece of information is more critical than anything we've learned up till now.
Frankly, I'm shocked.
I'm shocked and appalled. Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect of this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that even he had no idea that the key was hiding a knife blade inside.
But if that's true, then only someone who knew about the key to knife trick could have killed Mr. Faraday!
But that means I killed him. Shit. Sorry. Even among law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're looking for someone who knew even more about the knife than even Mr. Faraday.
The key is technically correct.
Sorry?
You said the knife, but it read the key.
Oh, sorry. I mean, the only person it could be is the one who sent the key in the first place. The great thief, voice crack, Yatagarasu.
Then maybe Mr. Elbury was the Yatagarasu, and he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. Isn't that one possible scenario?
No, not really, especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced that Mr. Rail was not the Yatagarasu. I'm sorry, but it's Among Us and he got absolutely fucking played. Mr. was the Yatagarasu clearly.
There is one Yatagarasu among us.
Besides, as Detective Bad said earlier,
Flashback. Well, we questioned Red about what was sent wrong with the bike. I have no idea what it was.
I'll see. Alright then, I guess the person who knows the trick behind this key is someone else, and that person is the real Yatagarasu.
key to solving this case.
Start again, because you died there.
I think you joke with it. It seems that this key is truly the key to solving this case. Yes,
Holy shit,
Yes, I don't get it.
Edgeworth, you're right!
Now, Francis, that was way too much to solve.
Alright, do we
Rob,
still
we
need
need
to
to look
examine
at the
stuff?
So look at the gun.
Oh, right.
And you also look at the...
Examine the gun, sorry.
This gun, it was originally used to kill the Canopian Embassy staff member. When the crime was reported, the responding police found Mr. Elk still holding it, which led to his immediate arrest.
And then, this gun took the original shooter's life. How ironic.
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 Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounded like you said ironic.
No, I said ironic.
How neurotic.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence.
I mean, I guess.
I guess we've got to look at the binder. I took a quick look through these documents before the trial started.
Well, I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to skim it.
Well, Francisco, take your chance now. I'll give you a 10-second head start.
How do you give a head start on reading it?
Time's up! I suppose I should explain it to you then.
Yes, you should.
Because you
Perfectly,
slow
and
to
it's in
reading
its
stuff.
entirety, if you please.
On the 21st night of September, I mean the 8th of September, sorry. An embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy. His name was Dead Man. It was kind of a stupid name.
Dead Man.
The staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart. He didn't die from being shot, he just died from the shock. Mackerel was brought in at that night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned.
Mackerel.
Because it's funny because he's fishing. Naturally fishing. And his name's a fish.
I still don't get it.
Because the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot.
You can always count on George to be dense for comedic effect. A simpleton of a man, that's what he was.
He was a fish. Perhaps he was, for the weapon wasn't the only incriminating evidence we had. Mr. Rowe was caught in the act of film by a security camera.
He was an even bigger simpleton than I'd thought. I can't believe he didn't notice a security camera.
The Cadopian's embassy's security system is supposedly very well designed.
Survived.
I was about to say designed, but you know.
Ooh, design.
He may have simply not been aware there was a carrot in the area.
So, have you seen the contents of the video for yourself?
Yes, the surveillance video the security camera took was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. You can clearly identify Mr. Rell on it. Even the sound of the gunshot was crystal clear.
So the footage included sound, huh? I don't think I'd ever want to see the moment of someone's death in real life.
Me neither. That's odd. We're short of one piece of evidence. And the piece that's missing is the surveillance video that was played in court.
The surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go?
The video showing was the moment in which Mr. Rell committed the murder. Where could it have gone indeed? Well, I know it is.
Are you done with your inspection of the evidence?
Yes. I'm finished. I can't believe I just got game over Kid Icarus. However, Your Honor, I'm missing a single piece of prosecutorial evidence.
Your Honor, were you derelict in your duties?
What? No, I dare not neglect my duties. What are you taking me for?
That's not disgusting. No, Your Honor, the most important piece of evidence in today's trial. The surveillance video is not amongst the evidence you have laid out for me.
But I brought Mr. Faraday's whole bag with me for the crime scene. From the crime scene.
Oh.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Oh.
Right, why are you going, oh, you know, you've played this before.
I called dibs on his stuff.
I mean, first of all, minute details like this I'm not going to be able to remember. And second of all, right, it's like, oh man, killer could have just taken it.
Like the judge. Oh.
Hey, did you read this line, George, or am I...
I was gonna, and then I mind blanked.
okay. Go on.
Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene.
George being mind crushed.
Yeah. Happens all the time.
There's something wrong here. Something about this missing piece of evidence. It would appear that for me to find the answers I seek, I will have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime, defendant lobby number 2. Oh shit, it's him. But he's not here.
Yeah, unfortunately, the day did not suit his needs.
I know. That's Detective Bab, but who is he with?
I've never seen that officer before.
So did you find it?
No, not yet, and I've looked everywhere.
Okay, Chaz.
See, well then, please continue to chaz it up.
Understood. I'll continue the search.
That's not Chaz, you know?
So you're the one running this show. Prosecutors like you shouldn't even be allowed at crime scenes.
How dare you? Just who do you think you are?
Cameo man.
Cameo man.
What was that all about? And who was that man just now? And why do I hate his ass so much? And why do I want him to give me a sandwich?
Whoever he was, I've never seen a more impudent officer in my life that made me so fucking hungry.
Apparently, Prosecutor Bad has the power to make people hungrier. Does he even know we're standing right here behind him?
I know you're standing right behind me. What do you want?
Not gonna say it. It looks like you were paying attention after all.
I mean, he's holding a fucking mirror.
It's true.
That's the purpose of the mirror, actually.
Yeah.
But to always look at behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
Makes it
other
look
people
awesome.
noticing. While pretending to
look
look
like-
really vain.
It's like it's like putting on an act, but like you know.
Periodically.
Of course it's an act. You have eyes in the back of my head. You're freaking dick
Ah, so that
monster.
mirror isn't just for vanity's sake.
That's a fucking genius.
It's for him to keep an eye on who and what is behind him at all times.
I assume the lollipop also makes an anti-stress thing, because, like, I don't know. Having sweet taste in your mouth is nice.
Sugar. So tell me, Bad, who was that rude son of a bitch just now?
The guy came here from the Republic of Gen 5 to study his ancient Lang.
And apparently Edward forgets him later on.
He's trying everything he can to revive the lost honor of his family.
I was born under the Lupus constellation! That's not a real fucking zodiac constellation. I don't give a shit!
Lang Z says, shut up!
Lang Z says, fuck you.
He's traveled the world to study different philosophies of attainment from scratch.
By visiting various police departments around the world, he has a lot of dedication.
He's still just a rookie cop, but I sent a strong grudge of some sort from him.
It might seem, like, outwardly directed towards prosecutors, but I'm not quite sure. Can't imagine why I think this.
Guy somewhere useful than Gumshoe. Even if he is rude.
I'm
That's
pretty
not
sure-
exactly a high hurdle to jump over.
Yeah, fucking Doormat's more useful than Gumshoe.
Is that Gumshoe
You
doing this?
guys talk shit, but Gumshoe has come in clutch before.
He has.
Well, he sure has a lot of
Okay.
guts to come to this country and give prosecutors a hard time.
I agree, however, I can think of one young lady that same also applies to.
I'm going to whip you!
You can't read my thoughts, get the fuck out, you creep! Anyway, what was that agent looking for, Detective Bad?
Earlier, that little girl was poking around in lobby number 1 as well.
Like I've said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you.
I highly doubt it has nothing to do with me.
That's not your call, though.
It is now. Fine, this is the game I must play, and I'll take this opportunity to draw out what he's been hiding and what happened in this room straight from him.
Time to extract the information.
Well, yeah. Oh, you in lobby number 1, and now you're here in lobby number 2. You're quite the busy man, Detective Bad.
Until returns to a crime scene brings about success. That's what we detectives say.
I see. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I asked about what happened again, correct?
I don't have anything left to say to you, boy.
Boy, you'll see. I will draw my answer from you one way or another.
I said, boy, boy, boy!
Oh,
Will
boy,
it kill
boy.
you to help us even a tiny bit in our investigation, you big, grey piece of shit?
Gave Faraday's notebook to the judge earlier. But no, what do you think?
Stop contradicting me!
Please, we are asking you for just a bit more of your cooperation.
Corporation. Don't push me, kid.
Bad
Push.
Incorporated doesn't help prosecutors.
Time of the murder. I'd like to ask once again what happened around here at the time of the crime.
Why did you read that so fucking fast?
Because Lawrence...
Refuse.
I actually spoke to Lawrence about this earlier. He tries to time it to while Edgeworth is speaking instinctively. But he doesn't need to.
I refuse. Any more investigating you do would be a waste of time. Besides, how am I supposed to answer questions about things I don't know about? Huh?
Things you don't know about? But aren't you supposed to know everything?
He should.
Apparently Detective Bad is known for his omniscience.
And above you,
Wait,
some
is it
punk ass
possible?
bitches.
Maybe he doesn't know about the triggers behind that piece of evidence. I try showing it to him. I show him the knife. And he proved to be the key to getting some answers from Detective Bad.
Ah, yes, the key. The key to getting answers.
Sorry, I didn't know we had them and let Rob, you went to the organizer, you dumbass.
Why is it two different buttons? Just let me get a present button at the top when I check the evidence. Fuck, dude.
Detective Bad. Did you know of the existence of the item in this photograph?
Of course it did. It's my job to know everything related to the Yatagarasu.
Selective omniscience.
In that case, let me ask you something. Sorry, let me ask something. Did you know that the wife that killed Mr. Faraday and the Yatagarasu's key...
The wife that killed Mr. Faraday.
The knife... are one and the same?
What? That's possible.
It looks like he didn't know after all.
Dumbass. The piece of evidence which we call the Yatagarasu's key is actually a well-camouflaged knife. Mr. Faraday was planning to use the Yatagarasu's key to prove that Mr. Rell was not the real Yatagarasu. Isn't that correct?
Guess so.
Mr. Faraday had no idea that it was in fact a knife.
This game makes me so fucking hungry, I swear.
Sorry?
This game makes me so fucking hungry, I swear. No, I really want a lollipop.
But Lang's not here.
Sandwich. Yeah, I have to admit, neither one of us knew that. And if neither of us knew, then no one in the law enforcement knew either. How did we miss something as big as this?
Because you did the smart thing and didn't manhandle the fucking murder weapon.
Because you're all fucking incompetent as fuck.
I mean, you jeopardized the fucking events.
I noticed that since a little while ago, you appeared to be searching for something.
To be fair, Edgeworth probably examined it with a pair of gloves. You're allowed to do that. And secondly, you can also examine it within the bag as well. Which doesn't get his fingerprints over.
Barehanded. Touched it barehanded.
I'm gonna kick you, Iffy.
I presume that this key is what you were searching for.
Yeah, that's right.
And why are you searching for it?
Because I promised Faraday. Promised that I'd protect the key with my life. After he was killed, he disappeared from Faraday's evidence. Who would have thought that the key is what took Faraday's life?
So that's bad. So we may find the truth. Please, testimony for me once more.
No. I mean, alright. It doesn't matter how many times I tell you about what happened. Nothing will change.
Detective Bad, I ask you please testify once more about what happened in lobby number 2 and what you experienced in lobby number 1.
The answer's still the same. And this is the last time we're going to do this.
That's fine, because I only need this one last time to clear everything up.
Oof.
And find the truth behind this case.
What are you doing at, Iffy?
The way, like, Bad's model is and Edward both with his finger, he's like, Edward looked real smug, going, I'm gonna boop your nose. I'm gonna boop your nose.
Bad's just losing his shit.
You won't boot my nose. No, you fucking won't. Don't you fucking dare.
And you boot my nose, young man.
Oh shit.
Well, in lobby number 1, talking with you.
I wasn't in there.
We were talking about some trivial things.
Meanwhile, Edgeworth, I have no memory of this event.
I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to convene. We heard it, you and I immediately dashed into the hall together.
No, I didn't.
I saw Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we all ran into lobby number 2.
It sounds like the exact same story he told us before.
Indeed, however, I feel that we have yet to draw out all the information that we can. So time to press. And be depressed while doing it.
Yeah. Talking with you... Okay, this is fine. I believe you mentioned that she was insulting him, and he's also confirming it, so I guess he has no reason to lie about that.
Yeah, talk about some trivial things.
Yeah, so we don't need to care about those. I mean, this gunshot is a big... thing.
Until you heard the gunshot, did you notice anything else that was out of ordinary?
Didn't hear any other strange sounds until that gunshot.
If the gunshot Detective Bad heard was really the one from the murder, that would give that other piece of evidence an entirely different meaning. Arjun, you please amend your testimony with that statement just now.
Sure.
Okay, didn't hear any other strange sounds. Well, that means that the balloon piece either didn't carry the noise or anything, but anyway.
Detective Bad, does this balloon fragment remind you anything?
It's the same color as the one Kay was holding.
Oh, attention to detail. Oh, so you knew about that girl's balloon.
Yeah, I was sitting with Turo up in the gallery. During the recess, just before we split up, I filled that balloon up for her.
Bad's great with the kids.
But how did you do that? Wait, did you bring a helium tank with you to the courthouse?
Jesus Christ. He doesn't need to, well, it's not a helium balloon, is it?
Well, considering that the balloon was floating upwards.
Oh yeah, that is true.
I'm like, wait, did you bring a helium tank with you, or did you? Or
Got
is your
loads
breath?
of helium.
Do you exhale helium?
Does
Does this mean that Bad is actually really high pitched?
Jesus
You
Christ.
see this lollipop? It's candonized helium.
I mean, he said he helped her fill it, so I assume that there's a helium tank somewhere in this courtroom at some point.
I presume. It's just like, why is there a helium tank?
Did he
in
just
the
like go
courthouse?
look over to one of other cases? Like, I don't know, the case about someone robbing a helium tank was like, hey, can I borrow your helium tank? Why? I need to fill up this girl's balloon. I mean, it's evidence in the case. Yeah, I know, but can I? I mean, I guess. Thanks.
As you may have already surmised, this piece did indeed come from Kay's balloon.
So, what about the balloon?
Gumshoe popped it. This is what get his ass. I wonder if you might remember hearing his balloon pop at some point.
What are you getting at?
This fragment was found in the hallway right in front of lobby number 2. Furthermore, it was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot.
Oh, so the sound. Okay, why do I want to read that? But so the sound that the judge heard was not actually a gunshot. Huh? And I kept wanting to just read that as what? So the what sounds?
On top of that, His Honor said he heard the balloon pop about 20 minutes before the trial was to reconvene, while he was taking a piss.
Yes, we said his Honor heard the balloon pop in the hallway. Jesus Christ, every case in this game involves the bathroom. When you were in lobby number 1, Detective Bad, and if you're in lobby number 1 at the time, you were close enough that you should be able to hear the balloon popping as well.
So?
What? Don't give me a so!
Why am I also surprised? Oh wait, I'm here. I get to talk. We just proved that there is a flaw in your testimony.
Francisco, you do exist.
The crackling of the truth is louder than the sound of your sweet naivete cracking.
What the fuck does that mean?
Bad. Did you just turn into Godot for a second?
What the fuck does that mean?
I said, did you just turn into a Godot for a second?
This guy's on the fucking Godot Blend 104.
You guys thought it was Detective Bad, but it was really me. Ha! Godot.
Actually, at this point, he's still Diego Armando, isn't he? So he could have probably shared a copy with the fucker.
Jesus Christ. He used number 104. I can't believe he's being masked. I can't believe.
I'm gonna press the button to skip, but I swear to God, I feel like I don't know why I feel that like the intense sound of "that's one of my rules" and resounding at the back of my mind.
You know what's funny, Rob?
What?
Number 104 is also Masquerade, so it's like technically it's just Godot in disguise.
And since you kids don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. That's one of my rules.
Jesus.
Do you ever stop to think why the doors and the walls of this place seem so rugged?
Because this is a really archaic system and it could probably be done more digitally than on paper in order to get quotes out of the thing faster.
Shut up.
Yeah, well, he said. It's because they were designed to keep secrets from being leaked.
I mean, that's a point for actually paper evidence and stuff like that, but still.
Fuck up!
What is that supposed to mean?
Doors and walls are super thick. Window panes are double layered.
I mean, if you look at the top corner, at the top right corner, yeah, the doors and walls are super thick.
They're extra thick.
That wall's got a booty.
Look, I came in here last week. That wall was twerking, right? Damn.
I don't want to hear any further bad.
It was fucking amazing. Yeah, I'll tell you when you're older. Chop it all off. Even the curtains are made of special sound-absorbent material.
I don't want to know what you
Soundadium.
I don't want to know what you just
But they're curtains. They typically have gaps that let sound what?
Soundadium.
They're soundproof curtains. I mean, I know the soundproof curtains are a thing.
Okay.
Then you mean...
Since I was shut up inside line number 1, there's no way I could have heard that sound.
No!
Then how did you hear the gunshot?
I knew that's what he was going to say. And yeah, he did.
You're about to find out. Then that means that Scarface's testimony is completely useless. If the rooms are soundproof, then of course he wouldn't hear any sound of a struggle.
No!
That's also why it's only natural. And I didn't hear the balloon popping. Now, you get it, kids? Did you read your pamphlets?
Miles, I thought we were supposed to be the ones finding flaws in his logic, not the other way around.
The other way around? I don't like this line of logic, but I'm gonna do it.
Hey, Edgeworth, have you tried looking at the case from a different angle?
Hey, Phoenix! Hey, Phoenix! Have you tried dying?
I'm not even a lawyer yet. Get fucked.
That's because you suck dick! As you tip my line.
Fuck your line.
I said a fucking Christ, right? I'll change your name into Phoenix Wrong.
I'm Apollo Justice.
You're
I don't exist yet.
You're even wrong. Yeah, we examine this situation in reverse.
Alternatively, however, if we update the autopsy report...
A person standing in the hallway should not be able to hear the ring of gunshot either. And Detective Gumshoe claims to have heard it whilst he was standing in the hallway. Detective Bad. If that is the case, how exactly did you hear the gunshot?
What do you mean, how? I just did.
Do you just not fucking question it?
No. Think it be how it is, but it do.
Can you realize the contradiction in your own words?
Oh? How so?
I think he could get the angle Bad's going with. It's like, sure, I shouldn't have heard the gunshot, but I did hear it. So what's your point?
Yeah,
how is irrelevant? I heard a gunshot.
Well, how did you hear it?
I mean, obviously this leads into a specific line of logic, and getting this actually, like, draws up an answer. But it's still, I still understand where Bad's, like, interest is.
If the room's not as soundproof as you say they are, then how did the sound of the gunshot enter your ears? See, he didn't even fucking realize it.
I see what you mean.
He didn't even fucking question it.
Get some more out of it. Faraday's burned it to the head top.
Which feeds what exactly, Miles? In the end, what does it all boil down to? I don't understand what you are saying. This makes no fucking sense.
There must be a reason as to how Detective Bad and Gumshoe heard a gunshot they theoretically couldn't have heard.
It sounds like we need to examine the state of the crime scene again, huh?
State of the crime scene? Wait, can it be?
It's the old strong perfume you wears. He spilled some of it. Look at that.
Yeah, and that was way too noisy.
It's a surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go?
Dodge time. Well, I'm pretty sure we can connect the video and the
I will
television
connect
together.
it next time on Miles Edgeworth. Ace Attorney Investigations. See you around.